You've already achieved what so many people dream of: a good job, a comfortable home, maybe even some recognition. But in the quiet of your own room, you feel like something is missing, an emptiness that's hard to explain. This feeling is more common than you think, but few people have the courage to admit it. Why is it that even when you have everything, your chest still feels hollow? What's really missing for you to feel whole? Discover how this emptiness can actually be a sign that what you're researching for isn't out there, but inside you. Have you ever felt this way? Tell us in the comments. You have it all, everything money can buy, or maybe you don't have that much money. But you have a good job, a car, a house, and still nothing fills you up. You have this huge emptiness that never seems to go away, and you have no idea how to fill it. But today, you're going to leave this video knowing how to finally deal with it. On the outside, your life looks perfect. Smiles and photos, a busy schedule, friends always around. But as soon as the door closes, the loneliness sets in, that feeling of not really belonging anywhere. So often, the search for social approval just deepens the inner abyss. Who hasn't felt invisible, even surrounded by people? The truth is, loneliness isn't about the number of people around you, but about the quality of your connection with yourself. Have you lived through this contrast? Share your experience below. The world teaches us that happiness is something you can buy. Trips, clothes, cars, status. But it only takes a moment of silence to realize that external achievements don't fill the emptiness in your soul. Have you noticed how after a big purchase, the joy fades quickly? What truly brings lasting satisfaction goes way beyond material things. It's something you can to buy or show off. Do you feel like you're searching in the wrong place? Think about it. What's missing for your happiness to feel real? Every achievement gives you a rush of happiness, but it fades fast. Have you ever felt that euphoria after reaching a goal, only to be swept up by a strange emptiness right after? That happens because the soul isn't just fed by victories, but by purpose. The never-ending search for new goals can hide a deep fear of looking inward. When was the last time you celebrated something, but then felt an inexplicable void? Talk about it. How many times have you put on a happy face just to avoid worrying the people around you? Smiling when your heart is actually crying inside is one of the biggest acts of emotional survival. This daily performance can be exhausting, and over time, it pushes us further away from who we really are. Have you ever caught yourself pretending everything is fine just so you don't disappoint or bother others? Write in the comments, what's it like living behind that mask? Are you the type who's always chasing new goals? Always setting targets, getting things done, climbing the career ladder? But at the end of the day, you feel your heart is distant, cold, disconnected. This feeling of emptiness, even after so many wins, reveals an imbalance between doing and feeling. Your heart longs for real experiences, for presence. Do you feel this emptiness even when you're winning? Share what it's like living with that paradox. Often, the emptiness we feel as adults is the echo of old wounds left unresolved in childhood. Rejection, a lack of affection, impossible expectations, they all create invisible holes inside us. As adults, we try to fill that void with outside things, but the real cause is buried in the past. Have you ever wondered if your current emptiness might be the legacy of an old hurt? Tell us a bit of your story if you feel like it. On your feed, everyone looks happy, fulfilled, and full of purpose. But behind the perfect posts, a lot of people are hiding loneliness and emptiness. Constant comparison only makes the sense of not being enough worse. Have you ever caught yourself envying someone's life online, even though you know it's just a filtered slice of reality? Social media creates impossible standards that only deepen our inner emptiness. Have you felt that? Let me share a story about a friend of mine. Joe was always the popular guy, parties, friends, messages all day long. On the outside, he was surrounded by people, but inside, he felt invisible. One night, after a packed birthday party, Joe got home and realized that despite all that company, no one really knew what was going on in his heart. He cried alone, not even knowing why. Does that resonate with you? Sometimes emptiness isn't about a lack of people, but a lack of true connection. What about you? Have you ever lived something like this? Leave your story in the comments. We're surrounded by information, noise, and distractions. But in the midst of all this rush, a silent cry emerges, the search for meaning. Do you feel like, despite everything, there's still a lack of purpose in your routine? Often, emptiness is a call to look within and find what really makes you come alive. Instead of running from the silence, try listening to it. What is your emptiness trying to tell you? We live busy lives with packed schedules and 1,000 tasks to check off. It feels like if we ever stop, the emptiness will swallow us whole. But deep down, all this hustle just masks the real problem: internal disconnection. Being constantly busy isn't medicine, it's escape. Silence can be scary, but it's also where the answers are born. Do you see yourself in this cycle of never stopping? Have you noticed how rushing around can actually hide a lack of true purpose? Silence is uncomfortable. For many, it's unbearable to be alone with themselves. That's why we seek noise, distractions, company, anything to avoid listening to what's coming from inside. But facing the silence is crucial to understanding the emptiness. A lot of people turn to drinking. I was one of them. My life was drinking, working, and sleeping. That's how I tried to fill the emptiness. Mostly when I was out drinking with friends. Maybe that's your life right now too. These are hard truths, but the only thing that can truly fill this emptiness is the Holy Spirit of God. Only He can fill that void. Look into it. Emptiness doesn't always show up as sadness or loneliness. Sometimes it comes as unexplained exhaustion, constant dissatisfaction, or a numbness towards life. These are signs of a spiritual hunger, a need for something beyond the material or rational. Do you feel like something bigger is missing, a sense of meaning or connection? Spirituality isn't about religion, it's about finding what makes your soul come alive. What signs have your body and mind been sending you lately? Here's a tip for inviting the Holy Spirit into your life at home. Kneel down in a private spot, honestly. The bathroom is the best place where no one can see you. Ask God, the Creator, and talk to Him as if you were talking to a friend. He will listen. There, you can say everything that's on your heart. He's listening. And as soon as you stand up, you'll feel a relief you've never felt before. Try it out. It won't cost you a thing. A lot of people spend their lives trying to please others, chasing compliments, likes, and recognition. But the more we try to be accepted, the further we drift from who we truly are. External validation is a bottomless pit. It will never be enough. True worth comes from within in the silence of authenticity. Do you feel like you need others' approval to feel good about yourself? Have you ever tried finding your value by looking inward, not outward? You know, that sadness that shows up for no reason? Sometimes it's the echo of an old, unhealed trauma. Traumas act like leaks in our energy. They drain joy, block pleasure, sabotage happiness. Recognizing and caring for these wounds is essential to filling the void. Have you identified any trauma that still limits you? I invite you to look at it with kindness, and if you want, share your story in the comments. Sometimes just speaking about it is the start of healing. Everything loses its flavor. Nothing excites you, not even your achievements. That apathy is a clear sign that something inside you needs attention. It's not laziness, it's not lack of interest, it's a silent cry for help. This disconnect might be the result of years ignoring your true desires. Have you ever gone through a phase where nothing seemed to make sense? How did you get out of it, or what are you doing now to change? Many times we sabotage ourselves without realizing it. Deep down, we believe we don't deserve happiness, maybe because of guilt, fear, or things we learned growing up. This invisible belief is one of the biggest causes of emptiness. It blocks us from receiving love, joy, and recognition, even when they're right in front of us. Do you ever feel like you push away good things when they come your way? Have you ever stopped to think where that feeling comes from? Reflecting on this could be your first step to changing your story. We live in the age of digital connection, but real connections seem rarer than ever. It's hard to open our hearts, show vulnerability, and build deep bonds. Fear of rejection and too much superficiality all contribute to this modern emptiness. Do you struggle to truly connect with people? What do you think is missing to create more authentic relationships? Share your experiences and thoughts. Let's try to understand this challenge together. When emptiness hurts, the temptation to numb it is strong. Food, alcohol, overworking, social media, compulsive shopping. Anything to drown out the discomfort, but it never truly solves the problem. The danger is turning escape into a prison. Have you noticed that the more we try to run from the void, the bigger it gets? Have you ever used distractions to escape from yourself? Share in the comments. Your honesty might inspire others to seek their own path to healing. The emptiness only starts to fade when we find a purpose. It doesn't have to be grand or permanent, just something that makes sense to you, no matter how small. Purpose is what gives life color, direction, and meaning. Have you found something that makes your heart beat faster? What drives you? Share in the comments and inspire others to search for their own path. Sometimes all it takes is one step to start a new journey. I want to give you some real tips to begin filling that emptiness that seems never ending. There's no magic fix, but there are simple, powerful steps you can start taking today. Look inside with honesty. Allow yourself to feel what hurts without running from it. Write about your emotions, talk to someone you trust, or even seek professional help. This can be the first step to reconnecting with yourself. Nourish your spirituality. No matter what you believe, dedicating time to your spiritual side, whether through prayer, meditation, or reflection, helps you find meaning and eases the inner emptiness. Find small daily purposes. Purpose doesn't have to be huge. It can be a gesture of kindness, a hobby, or a personal goal. The important thing is to bring meaning to your day, even in the little things. Take care of your body and mind. Physical activity, healthy eating, quality sleep, and moments of leisure make a difference. Body and mind walk hand in hand when it comes to emotional well-being. Remember, nobody is alone in this struggle. Emptiness is part of being human, but it doesn't have to control your story. Tell me in the comments, where do you feel this emptiness in your life? Share your pain, your experience, or even your questions. Your story can inspire and help others. If this video resonated with you, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any new content. Every day we have videos designed to help you face emotional battles, find answers, and grow stronger. Share this video with someone you think needs to hear this message. Sometimes a simple gesture can change someone's day. I'll leave in the card and in the description this video. Mental Fortress, how to transform anxiety and pain into real strength. Don't miss it. It could be your next step to filling the void inside you. And be sure to check out our playlists, crafted to deepen your journey of self-knowledge and healing. Healing the silent storm, anxiety, stress, and the nervous system, the weight of emptiness, depression and inner void, traumas, emotions, and hidden memories. Each of these playlists has videos to help you understand and overcome emotional emptiness with warmth, science, and soul. Take care of yourself. You deserve to feel truly whole and happy. With much care, I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Elena Gray.